Barcelona going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, Peter, you can dress it up any way you like, but we all know what we're in for.
And there's no point trying to pretend otherwise. No disguising the edginess that's swirling around us here.
No, these teams only know one way to play each other.
It is a true heavyweight clash. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launch pad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch too.
That gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I think Longley can become a real quality defender, Peter, if he continues his development. We all know of his abilities. If he can keep those issues with his discipline and temperament in check, then he could have a dominant performance here and the future.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to pass it through. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out towards the right wing. Rashford wins the duel this time. Okay. Molina. And he's had a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
He's found a way through. Araujo does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Griezmann. Pedri. Well, that looks a decent ball. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Yamal. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Turns back here, probably the best option. Molina. It's a really well-measured ball. He's found a way past. He's picked his way through. Yeah, they've got that defending done well between them. There's a searching pass. Trying to hit the front line here. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, super ball! Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. João Cancelo. Pedri. Molina. Koke. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Spread out to the left. Yamal. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Lenormand. Koke. This is a promising build-up. Almada. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Longley. Koke. Molina. Koke. And Simeone. Rashford. Pedri. And it's Cancelo. Rashford. Eric Garcia.
Madrid couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
João Cancelo. Looking for the run. Lenormand makes the interception. Simeone. Lenormand. And it's Baina. He shifted it to the flank. Almada in acres of space out wide. And that should get the job done. Araujo. And here's Griezmann. It's a threatening ball. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Chips it through. Garcia claims comfortably. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. 5 minutes till the break. And it's Rashford. Pedri. Simeone. Oh, that's delightful. Now that's well seen too. Rashford. To Cancelo. Martin. And Araujo. And he's managed to get free.
That was lovely, that.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So, into the second half. So, the first half brought no goals. Eric Garcia.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's shifting through the gears here. Space for him to turn and look. And what about this cross? And he's taking no chances there. Fermin is fouled. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Rashford with a real chance here. Baina absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duties.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's got away. Simeone. Griezmann. And no, he's seen through all of that. Now it's Yamal. Very nicely done. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Lenormand is there, and he can get that clear. And back it goes. Oh, some astute defending there. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Griezmann. Simeone. Passing is crisp and sharp. Spread it left. Almada. Out of play for a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Almost an hour gone. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. Garcia breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Almada, and it's Baina. Chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Yamal. Spread neatly. Pinches it off him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Molina. Now it's Griezmann. Molina. That has found him in acres of space. Nicely aimed pass. And he was quick to react. This is a promising build-up. Simeone.
Madrid clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Yamal. It's come to nothing. But they've got it again. Molina kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Almada. Now it's Baina. Simeone.
Such good technique.
Oh, good spread. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Defending of the desperate variety. Rashford. Lobbed in behind. That's a nicely shaped ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Gonzalez. Into the last 5 minutes. Almada looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Baina. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Baina. Now he's running away.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Fermin. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes. Another 30 minutes, hopefully, to make a difference.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 20 será sustituido por el dorsal
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Now it's Yamal and Araujo, and here's Lopez. Fermin was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Simeone is herring after that one. And it's Rashford. Threads one in. Simeone. Koke. Simeone. Rashford. Well, that pass isn't the best. Molina. And Lenormand. Longley. That has been slung wide. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Now it's Yamal. Koke. Spread to the right. That has ended up in no man's land. That's been cut out, well played. Longley. Opts for safety. Lenormand. And it's Molina. That's a lovely, neat pass. Alvarez proves just a little bit too strong. And it is half-time in extra time. So 15 minutes to find a winner, but is there anything left in the tank? And so the last chance to find a winner. 0-0 still. Play to win or play for penalties. Now it's Yamal. Oh, strongly challenged there. Koke. Alvarez. Looking for options for movement. He has found the way through. Lookman finding himself in space. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well read, nice interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rashford, taken off it pretty forcefully. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's looking wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. It's a searching pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Alvarez. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Rashford. That is a great pick out. Now it's Lewandowski. And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. Well, Jim, what say you after all of this?
Well, I think before we go into any kind of detail, Peter, we have to acknowledge the huge effort from both defences. It was incredible, the way they looked so assured throughout.
So, after 2 long, inconclusive hours, here we go. It's penalties. So now, 5 brave individuals must step forward. So this one to set the tone. And no mistake.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Up steps Mr. Dependable. Big character, big moment, big save. Barcelona are looking for comfort. Of course, the lead now is 2.
A great position now, but still work to be done.
So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. Well, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Yamal, the third man up.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? It's in! Pick that one out!
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
This to end it right here. Oh, brilliant! He had to save it, and he did!
Well, I think he had the measure of that all the way, Peter, and he is pumped.
This to stay in it. He has saved it, and he has won it! Barcelona have won it by the barest of margins. Two sides more or less inseparable until the final kick of the ball from the spot. The end of the game. Reflections?
Barcelona really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. This is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, don't let the word friendly get in the way of a good rivalry. These players certainly won't, Peter.
You wouldn't have thought they would. You've got to expect this to be full throttle, surely.
Yeah, they'll be as strong as usual, but I'm sure these players will commit their all.
The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. it can be used in cautious terms too. But certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Of course, Antoine Griezmann. He's got a bit of everything, Peter. Speed, great technical ability, and the priceless gift of being able to make all the right decisions at the right times. Personally, I really like the way he can always take a little touch to give himself that half a yard of space. He needs to get a shot away, and he doesn't miss too many either, does he?
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Oh, well played. Oh, this looks sharp. Gonzalez. And Almada. Almada. Baina. In no mood for any of that. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Baina. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. It's a decent clearance. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Molina. This is a promising build-up. Played back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Skims, and the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Longley does really well to win the ball there. Griezmann. Simeone. João Cancelo venturing down the left. He's on it, can he get away? That pass isn't the best. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Simeone. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Fermin. Aimed beyond the defence. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Looking for options for movement. Almada. Almada. Baina. That is ended up in no man's land. Koke. And it's Molina. And he's forced to go back. Longley. And it's Koke, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Out towards the flank. And he welcomes it in by Koke. And that should get the job done. And it's Griezmann. Yamal. And Fermin. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's got away. Opts for safety. Lenormand. Molina. Lenormand. Now it's Griezmann. Now it's Simeone. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And here's Baena. Oh, good take in a good area. He's dealt with that really well. And this is Griezmann. That looks a good cross. Cleared without hesitation. Molina. Looking to play him in. Simeone receives it in a wide position. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
En el Barcelona, el dorsal 20 será sustituido por el dorsal 9.
Longley wins the duel this time. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Passing is crisp and sharp. Barcelona can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. He's a sharp little ball here. It's Koke! No, just not quite.
Koke has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Lewandowski. Now that's well seen too. And for the first half, that is that. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So, into the second half.
Barcelona really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Not the most accurate pass. And here's Gonzalez. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Koke, played out to the left flank. Now, can they get him away? Gonzalez picks it up out wide. Oh, it's just a little long.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Koke. Can he get it through? Pass somewhat off target. Great ball, and he's in here. Almada. Yamal. Knocks it into space.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
He's had it taken off him. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Gonzalez. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Almada. Yamal. Great vision.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Araujo. And the whistle on, presumably for offside. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. The Normal. And Simeone. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Tries to play it through. So no flag here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. It's claimed by the keeper. Eric Garcia.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Oh, important interception. Fermin.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Musso claims comfortable. Simeone. Oh, that's delightful. Played out towards the right wing, in towards the back stick. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
That has not gone well. Spread out to the left.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
João Cancelo. The less said about that pass, the better. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Almada. Can he get on the end of this? Well, nicely intercepted.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Molina.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a go.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So we have further activity on the bench here. The Normal. Longley. And they've got rid. Well, that is one way to stop him. Alvarez might just make this. He's found a way past. Lookman making a dash for it. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And it's Koke. Now it's Solot. And the pass is intercepted. Fermin.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Koke. And that was asking for too much. Longley. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Now he's off and running. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. So that means another 30 minutes football. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So no winner at full time, we will be going the distance. Well, we are already up and running again. Rashford. João Cancelo gets into a good position. João Cancelo made a good run there.
That was a great ball that looked right on the money. Trying to get behind the defence is something that can work well here.
Alex Simeone. Koke. Lookman. He's picked his way through. Played in by Lookman. Keeper has taken decisive action.
Madrid truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Molina. Koke. He's shifting through the gears here. No way through, so back it comes. And he's got... He's having a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! Has he won it? He just might have won it! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So we have the first goal. João Cancelo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Threads one in. It's a promising position. And he's managed to get free. Simeone! So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. So 15 key minutes of football still to come. One side will throw everything at it, the other looks to protect a 1-0 scoreline with its life. And the action has already restarted. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Rashford tries to pass it through. And they win it back again. Koke. Alvarez. Simeone. Koke. Barcelona are running out of time and out of options.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
That's a throw. And it's lofted through here. Nicely weighted ball. He has found the way through. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Ruggeri spots it and intercepts. Lookman. Lenormand. Longley. No Ruggeri. Alvarez. Just eases him off the ball. That's it, the referee says enough. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like